Hey all, Hipper here. So if you're a big fan of Horizon Forbidden West, like I am myself, then I'm happy to tell you that the first DLC for the game has just been released today, and it's called The Burning Shores, and I'm sure you're aware of that if you have any sort of interest in this game here. And I had some small issues getting this DLC to actually work because what the game tells you to do is just to load a save game where you've already beaten the game, and I've did that several times, but I never got this pop-up here, which is what tells you that the DLC has actually been loaded into the game. If you don't get this, then something's gone wrong, and I tried a lot of things to fix it. I tried moving the game from the SSD back to the console, and that didn't work. And then I tried to manually add the DLC in to the game by going into game options. Also, that didn't work, and I couldn't figure out what to do. So I ended up uninstalling the game, including the DLC, of course, and then installing it again. And that seemed to fix the problem. At least now I can actually play the DLC, and it gave me that pop-up I showed you before. But why that is, I don't know. I've seen other people online having issues with actually downloading the DLC, where it downloads but it doesn't actually download. That is fixed by going into the game options and force downloading it yourself. That works, apparently, but my problem seemed to have been different in the fact that it just didn't pick up the DLC. When I started the game, there was a logo for Burning Shores on the main menu, but it just kept telling me to restart the game, and of course I did that like plenty of times, and it turns out that wasn't the thing. And that's also why I tried moving the game from the SSD back to the console and back again to see perhaps that was the issue. I don't know, but it didn't fix it. So I ended up deleting the game, like I said, and installing it again, downloading the whole 120 gigabytes all over again, and that did fix it. So anyway, it's great to be back in Aloy's world here, and I'm very excited about the DLC. I've only scratched the surface so far. I haven't made it very far, but I can tell you that from what I can tell, this new part of the map seems to be a lot more vertical than the other parts. I mean, everything is like canyons and gorges and tall buildings, and there's also this new mechanic where you can jump into the air using your shield wing and some sort of geyser here. It's a really good idea, and it's used in many places in this DLC here, so I think it's something you'll need to have to master. But I also like the fact that, like I said before, this is a much more vertical world, and it's a lot more three-dimensional, and that creates like interesting puzzles for one thing, and also very interesting maps, as you can see here, where, you know, if you miss time a jump, it's a long way back. And as this DLC here, it takes place in what's left of Los Angeles. There's plenty of tall buildings to, you know, explore and climb around in and get to the top of. And you have to do that a lot in this DLC here, which is great. Absolutely great. It's better than, you know, running around in an empty desert, right? So if you haven't downloaded this yet, I can highly recommend it. The quality is just as good as the original game, and it's just very satisfying. And it's like I said, it's very good to be back in Aloy's world, however dystopian it may be. So I'll do more videos on this, but for now I just wanted to make people aware of how I solved this problem here. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.
Tides take me. You're serious.